Yo, what up guys, Crypto Ether here, back at it again with another Bitcoin video. As always, I never give financial advice. Always do your own research. We live in a super volatile crypto market, so never invest more than you're willing to lose. That being said guys, huge Bitcoin article for you today. Before we jump into it though, please do subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any other cryptocurrencies that I think need attention in the space. We're definitely talking about it here on the channel. So again guys, do subscribe, and then also at the end of the video, if you enjoyed today's content, make sure you smash that like button down. Really does help out the channel a ton. But that being said guys, let's jump into it. Final Bitcoin ETF application filings get posted by major US exchanges. So I've been talking about it on the channel for a while now guys. These spot Bitcoin ETFs are going to get approved, in my opinion, very soon. A lot of people think it's going to be on January 10th, and you know, I'm hoping so. I really think it's going to be huge for Bitcoin. Excuse me. So let's go ahead and jump into the article and see what they have to say about it, right? So releasing them suggests they're confident the SEC will approve the first US spot Bitcoin ETF soon, right? So none of these big financial asset managers, right, the biggest in the world, none of them would submit these applications unless they thought it was like possible to get approved, essentially, right, is what they're saying here. They wouldn't waste their time or their resources doing that, right? So chances are they get approved, I would assume, because you know, there's never a misstep with those big financial institutions, right? At least not when we're talking about what they're applying for. So US spot Bitcoin exchange traded funds ETFs appear to be on the verge of launching after the exchanges that will list them filed amended documents suggesting they expect the US Securities and Exchange Commission approval in the coming days. The amended 19B-4 filings filed on behalf of BlackRock, Grayscale, Fidelity, and other issuers joined last month amended S1 filings addressing feedback from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC. More than a dozen applicants hope to launch the first spot Bitcoin ETFs in the U.S. It's likely multiple issuers will be approved simultaneously, guys. So let me break that down for you. Essentially, the biggest, right, in the world, like I said, these big finance companies, essentially, right? You may recognize Fidelity and BlackRock. They've been talked about a lot this month. The biggest in the world asset managers are all going to be approved most likely at the same time. Guys, like, I don't think we understand how pivotal that is for Bitcoin. Like, it's changing the game, literally, guys. This is like the biggest money in the world we're talking about getting approved to start stepping into Bitcoin. So I don't know, I'm just really bullish on all this news, guys, and a lot of other people are too. I mean, Bitcoin did break 45k recently. Michael Saylor has announced that his thought process price predictions are taking him to like $1 million and then $10 million, guys. So like, just to give you some perspective on where people think this is headed, essentially, right? So individuals at two different issuers told CoinDesk on Thursday that their companies anticipate approvals sometime next week. One of the individuals told CoinDesk that filing the amendments did not mean approvals were guaranteed, but said they were optimistic. A final deadline for SEC action for at least one application by ARK21 shares is January 10th, suggesting the regulator may approve all the final applications it is comfortable with by that date. So, I mean, guys, again, if that happens, if all these get approved at the same time, I don't know, that's going to be crazy for Bitcoin, essentially, right? So, let's keep reading here. Where was I? I'm sorry. The filing is another important step towards uplisting GBTC as a spot Bitcoin ETF, Grayscale spokeswoman Jenn Rosenthal said in a statement referring to the company's Bitcoin trust that it wants to turn into an ETF. At Grayscale, we continue to work collaboratively with the SEC and remain ready to operate GBTC as an ETF upon receipt of the regulatory approvals. So earlier Friday, Bloomberg reported that SEC commissioners were expected to vote on the exchange rule filings next week. The regulatory agency needs to approve both the 19B-4 filings and the S1 filings before the ETFs can launch. Oh man, I know that's a lot to break down, guys. But it's just, I mean, these big companies are expected that the SEC is going to approve them, right? So that's all that's really saying. They're just putting everything in order with the thought process of getting approved, right? And these are the biggest financial asset managers in the world, guys. Like, so it's just really big. I'm gonna keep talking about it as more articles come out. This just came out like 30 minutes ago, mind you, and yeah, it's just really huge. The final ETF applications are in, guys, and you know, it's just up to the SEC to approve them. So, you know, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think that these ETFs are gonna get approved by January 10th? Do you think that it's gonna happen at the same time for all of them, or do you think maybe just one or two get approved? Let me know what you guys think. I like to hear your thought processes as well. But that being said, it's Crypto Ether, and I'm out of here, guys. Peace.